Hey, good afternoon. This is quite funny. I just wanted to share it with you guys. Que pedo, que onda, que pasa, que tal? How's everybody doing this afternoon? I'm going to get right into it here, and we're going to take a look at some articles and then some good information that I found here. And it looks as though the Hedgies are jumping on board AMC. So we'll take over right to the screen. And first, we're going to start with this little article here from I found this through searching for some Benzinga articles, and it looks like it is actually on investorplace.com, probably attributed to a Benzinga writer or from Benzinga in some capacity. Cannot confirm that at the moment. Written by Vandita Yadeha. So, excuse me if I pronounce that wrong. We're going to just skip through most of it and get right to the bottom. The bottom line on AMC stock, no matter what AMC Entertainment used to be in the past, it will never go back to it. There is so much going wrong for the company that it will take at least 3 to 4 years to reduce losses and gain ground in the industry. Besides the low traffic, the company will also have to incur costs to maintain safety and hygiene inside the theaters. It already has a piling debt and huge interest costs to pay throughout the year, which will put further pressure on the cash flow. The company is already struggling to survive and generate profits, and the road ahead is not easy. Investors should not keep high hopes for AMC stock. The current rise is temporary, and it looks like AMC will struggle to fill seats. Smart investors should not buy into the recent hype surrounding the stock. Considering the current state of the company and market cap of $5 billion, the shares look overpriced at $10. They are best kept out of your portfolio. Now, don't believe everything you read. There are a lot of hit pieces, a lot of smear pieces on AMC to try to keep you out, and I guarantee that these tech or these financial media sites they're paid. I guarantee that they're paid off. And I will include this link to this Fintel where you can find this exact information in the description box below. And we'll get right into it. So on this Fintel, they had the 13DG and the 13F filings separated, which kind of breaks down shares. I do not have the upgraded access to Fintel. I don't really like it up until I see this information today to see what you can do with it. So I wasn't planning on purchasing it, but it may be something that we might add to the channel if we start to grow. This will just kind of give you a breakdown, and this is filed back in February 16th of 2021. And this gives kind of a breakdown of the hedge funds or the wealth management companies that have positions in AMC and how many shares they have. As you guys all knew, BlackRock was a big one that holds a big position, as well as Vanguard. Excuse me. Coming down, and you can see here the Wanda Culture, or the Wanda American Entertainment, with their ginormous 51 million shares here. All right, excuse me. Coming on down here, you start to see up-to-date information, and this was floating around the subreddits yesterday or the day before, over the weekend, sometime very recent. And people were asking about Goldman Sachs. Did Goldman Sachs really buy 12 million shares or 12,000 shares? Yes, they in fact did. Matter of fact, this was yesterday. As I'm reading it here, I'm seeing yesterday Goldman Sachs purchased 12,305 shares. BlackRock, and this is an open position. They just opened, the green is open positions, right? So they just opened this position. Mainstay McKay just opened this position at 22,000 shares. And going back on 310, you see SOA Wealth Advisors, Northern Funds, both open new positions. Oh, this is a very small position here. And these others are added. Red is closed position. So if we were to go back through the whole month of March, I don't see one financial firm closing positions in AMC. Now, if this was such a tainted stock here that's not worth anything, why would these companies invest into AMC? Why would they do it? Because they know that these are smear pieces, these are hit pieces, and that the media is wrong. They're not giving you the accurate information here. As Trace would say, not a dead cat, right? Not a dead cat. So just kind of going through, you can click on some of these links, and you don't get all the information like average share price, although I would really like to know some of this. And you can see if these were even puts or calls here. So you see Susquehanna International Group, big share here of 3,275,453. However, when you go and dig a little bit deeper here and you look to see what they have, they have this is the shares they have, but I would imagine that this does have calls and puts. They've got 1.3 million calls, almost 1.4, and almost 3.7 million puts here. So this is filed as of 326. So within the last month, this is just kind of up-to-date information. I can't see any of this stuff. It is what it is for right now. So I would imagine this total number that they have here is somewhere, I don't know if they have these, if these are covered calls. Um, excuse me. I don't know exactly what this means for them to have calls, puts, and positions here, because it looks like their puts are outweighing their calls here. So I'm going to disregard Susquehanna Group. But let's go into Goldman Sachs here, and you can see that they did indeed open their position with 12,305 shares. So, and it talks about it up here. As of March 30th, Goldman Sachs Small Cap Equity Insights Fund Institutional has filed a Import-P form disclosing ownership of 12,305 shares of AMC Holdings, with holdings valued at $163,164 as of January 29th, 2021. So I would imagine this is like Q1 filings they have to do. So it doesn't exactly mean that they purchased these shares on March 30th. Just sometime in between, or they held this before. You guys in the comments, let me know exactly what this means. It says they have ownership of these holdings valued at this as of that. So is that the price as of that, or is that the amount of shares they held as of that? You guys let me know. Going to the next big one we saw here, which was Mainstay, who actually opened up, and this would mean opened, in my opinion, I thought it was open between this date and this date. Like, these are new filings that have come in. I don't know when they disclose these. Maybe that's the information they give you. But going over to Mainstay, you see there's 22,000 shares here, almost double the position size that Goldman Sachs has, of 22,585 shares here. This is a 13F filing. It says Mainstay McKay Small Cap Core Fund Class B has filed same form, disclosing ownership of 22,585 shares of AMC Entertainment Holdings, with total holdings valued at $299,477 as of January 31st, 2021. So is that between this time, today, current time, and this date here that they have purchased these? I don't know. I'm not too sure on how to read this stuff. Again, if you guys are new to the channel, not a financial advisor, just carrying you along for the journey for some entertainment of me, or my letting you tag along to my journey into the world of day trading and swing trading and investing. I've been investing for about 3 years, and working on becoming a full-time day trader, so one day I can quit my job and just work from home. Going back over here, we have a few other groups here. I just thought this information was really interesting to see. But the one thing, again, that you do not see is that none of these positions have been closed since back here. And this was a call option closed. This was a put option closed. This looks like it could have just been shares closed, put option closed, shares closed, shares closed. Excuse me, puts and calls, or puts and shares possibly. But these are all back in the middle of February. If we were to click on one, let's just click on this one and see if it says anything special. And it says Parallax Volatility Advisors, PVA, right? Has filed a 13F-HR form disclosing ownership of 0 shares with total holdings valued at $0. Had blah 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 had filed a previous blah 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 on November 13th of 2020, 29,000 shares valued at $138,000. This was okay, so they reduced their entire position here. They filed previously in November that they held this many shares, and they have sold them all by this point. So at some point in there, and from my understanding is that every quarter or so, these hedge funds have to disclose their trading, and they have, what is it? It's like 45 days from, or it's either 40 or 45 days from the time that the quarter closes that they have to turn over their position size in different companies and their tradings, as to keep them to have a fair advantage over other firms, so that no one knows kind of what they're trading within that quarter. That's why they do that. A lot of us think that that's way too long. 45 days after you're already halfway through the second quarter, to kind of understand what these hedge funds are doing here. Yeah, we'll click on AMC Chicago here. I'm going to make this video really quick and short. I just thought you guys might find this entertaining to see these smear pieces, mostly a lot of them coming from Benzinga and other media alike, saying that basically AMC is not valued above $10. It's overpriced at 10. I heard something else that they were valued at $2 a share. And then you have that crazy wacko saying that AMC should be a penny. If that's the case, why are these hedge funds buying into it, buying shares? Yeah, I don't see too much going on here other than the fact that they close out their position here. So, again, if you guys want to find this information, I will leave the link down below. Come check it out. This thing updates every day, and there are a few things on here. BlackRock is on here twice. I don't know if you can add these together, if they've purchased more shares. It looks like they're exactly the same. I actually have them both pulled up here for quick access here. And here's the first one here. It says that BlackRock so-and-so reports 72.69% increase in ownership of AMC Entertainment Holdings. Disclosing ownership of 5,723 shares of AMC Entertainment Holdings, with total holdings valued at $75,886 as of January 31st, 2021. Had a previous report on December 28th disclosing 3,314 shares valued at $7 million. So did I read that wrong? This represents a change in shares of 72% and a change in value of 971.43%. So something's not quite right here, because they're pulling this information at almost doubling down their position, where they were at 7 million previously. Now they're at 75,000. Possibly they have this backwards. Who knows? So this is why I really don't like to use Fintel, because I don't think all their information is accurate, and we already know that they underreport on the short share ratio. So, and here's the other one, the original one. Disclosing ownership of 2,291 shares with total holdings valued at 30,000. Previous following report of 2,291 valued at 5 million. See, so they're doing it again here, and I don't quite understand why. So this is actually the same position size here, 2,291 between the both of them. However, the dollar amount doesn't add up. Value at 5.4 million, and then up here, total holdings valued at 30,000. So either way, there is some good information to take from this, so that you guys can see who's buying in and see that these are decent position sizes here, 22,000 and 12,000 positions respectively being bought in currently within the last quarter, if not the last day or week or whatever. Not too sure on how they report this stuff, because it says as of that date here, January 31st. So maybe they're taking a value from that date. If you guys would, let me know in the comments anything that I missed out on this, or how to clarify some of this information, or shoot, even just provide a link to another video from another YouTuber who does a lot better of a job explaining it to me. If you guys like the video, little Nick Merckx comment there. If you guys like the video, like the video, right? Anyhow, I thought you guys might find this entertaining, and yeah, just know, don't trust everything that you see in the media or that you read online. Anyways, have a good afternoon, and I'll see you later. Peace.